Hi everybody, Alex Deploy here from Expert Forex, and in today's video I'm going to cover two great account linking and trade copying features that we're adding to our account linking service that will be launched in about a week's time. We are doing beta testing with our 4 members next week, and I'm looking forward to the launch of this particular service. Now, to give you an idea of the accounts that you can link to this service, on your screen we're showing just over 10 linking opportunities that you can have, and you can also see that the monthly gains on these services have been quite impressive, as well as some of them have traded quite a long time, and most of the success comes from our Profit Retriever EA. That is the most robust EA that we have produced, and produces these really good results. So onto the topic of the video, I'm going to show you some of the features that will be in the service, and these could change as a result of the beta testing, but it will show you that we have gone way beyond what other copying and linking services do by providing information and guidance to make your chances of success so much higher. Now on your screen you can see the dashboard of our receiving EA. That is the robot that actually receives the signals from the sender EA or the trader themselves, and what we've gone for is really providing you with lots of information. So let's go through the information that's provided, and what we do is we provide you information about the last 10 open trades and the last 10 closed trades, so that you can monitor what's going on with your link. So the first item is actually just the date and time of the transaction. Then the second item compares the sender's transaction reference compared to the receiver's reference. Now the sender's account will always be available on FX Blue, so that's where that reference is applicable. But more importantly, it tells you, all right, this is the trade that you've copied, and here is the reference on your account. Then it tells you a bit about the trade, which is the market or the currency used, and the type of trade, which direction the trade actually went. Now the interesting part is then it says, all right, this is the sender's price that they experienced, and here is the receiver's price, so that it compares what we call slippage between the sender and receiver in terms of prices. Now there could be many reasons for that kind of slippage, and sometimes it could be better and sometimes it could be worse, but that information is made available to you. Very important. This kind of thing is never really seen in these kind of services. Then we also look at the lots that are traded, how many lots the sender is trading, and how many lots you are trading, because you are able to upsize or downsize the lot sizing. Just as an example, what we do in the testing, we've upsized some of the accounts and we've downsized some of the accounts, and interestingly enough, the upsized ones have incurred margin calls, whereas the downside ones have actually traded highly profitably. So position sizing is very important, and we give you that kind of information, and we provide the spread between the sender's account and your account, so that you can immediately see if there's a problem with the spread that you are experiencing. And then the last one is the stage, which is really telling you no problems with this transaction, we've entered it. So those are the open trades. Now then we come down to the closed trades, and the closed trades more or less the same information: the time and date of the closed trade, the transaction references for the sender and the receiver, and then again the information about the trade, or what currency was traded and which direction. But now we come to the interesting part, is we say, all right, the sender has experienced this result in this column. We then recalculate that result based on the lot sizing that the receiver has used, so that we can compare like with like, and then we compare the receiver's result with the sender's result, and there you can see the difference, and we say whether it's better or worse. That in future might be replaced by a percentage of worse or better. So that's a very important part that's actually also missing from a lot of other services, and you can therefore look at that and make decisions on whether your broker is the best broker to use for this linking service, or that kind of decision. Again, we compare the closing trades spreads so that you can do a comparison there, and then we confirm that the trade was in fact closed. So there's a lot of information that is applied in this service, and one of the extra pieces of information, and we're certainly running out of space, so we are looking at ways of saving space, is the margin information, how much margin the sender is using and how much margin the receiver is using. But that is also major information, and that is why upsizing your lot sizing will result in you incurring margin calls, whereas downsizing your lot sizing will result in a possible highly profitable results. So just as I said, this video is basically just to let you know about some of the information that we provide. Now let's have a look at the second bit of information that gets provided. Okay, so every sender will have an account size that has to be available when using that particular service, and they will have leverage that needs to be in place to use the signals provided by that sender. And if you do not have that in place, like the warning that is shown on your screen, the robot will not trade. It will not trade if you don't have enough in your account, or if your leverage is not in line with what the service provider requires. And here's two messages. It says required leverage is 100 to 1, but your account is 50 to 1. Resolution, increase your account leverage either by using a different account, type of account, or something like that. Then the required equity is $10,000. Your account only has $5,000. Increase your account equity. But at that point, it will not trade, because it will not, if there's a deficiency in those areas, it will not trade. And these are areas where people blow their accounts. They trade these signals with too little in their account and too little leverage, and that is why a lot of these linked account and signal services fail. So we've added these two features, the information feature that I've shown you and the filter feature that will not allow you to trade if you aren't set up correctly. Now, for more information about the link service, there is a web page that you can go to. There is the link to the web page. The clickable link will be in the description of the video as well as in the first commentary. So if you want to have a look at more detail about the service, have a look at that particular page. The service is free to members of the paid forum, and to be a member of the paid forum can vary between $17 a month and $39 a month. Now, I hope you found this video interesting, and I look forward to the next phase of the launch of this service, where the members of the forum can beta test this service in the next week or so. So from me, Alex du Plooy, cheerio.